What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lyndon Britt from successwithlyndon.com, also the founder of Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. And today on Tips to Two with Lyndon, first of all, I want to say thank you for hopping in here with me. And as we get going on this thing, for those of you all watching the recording, just letting you know, fast forward about a minute, probably about a minute and a half. I actually won't take that long. But while Facebook is actually building my audience, the content's going to begin in about a minute to a minute and a half. But I got a question before you fast forward to ask you: are you communicating with people through email? Are you communicating with people through email? Okay. So, as you hop in here, let me know where you're viewing from. I myself in here from the sunny and beautiful Dallas, Texas. It's feeling great today. I can't wait for Thanksgiving because tomorrow's supposed to be just as great, and I'm really looking forward to this thing. But let me cut off these notifications because it's about to be a lot of folks hopping here. And I don't get a lot of notifications. What's going on, Mr. Eric? How you doing today, man? How's that day going? You ready for tomorrow? I hope so. Anyways, where you viewing from, Mr. Eric? As you hop in this thing, like I said, beautiful Huntsville, Alabama. Oh man, Huntsville, Alabama. That's is that where Motown was? Is that where they were founded? I think, I believe so. If I'm correct, but I need to catch up on my history. Anyways, all right. But today we're going to be talking about: are you communicating with people through email? Okay, are you communicating with people through email? And as you all hop in here, like I said, I really want to hop into the content. Everybody knows I'm on live at 2, so I won't stay on here too long, but I appreciate everyone that hop. No, that was Florence. Okay. Gotcha. So I won't hop on here greeting a million people before I get this content going, stuff like that. But as you hop in here, if you are watching recording, this is where the content is going to begin. So if you jumping in here now, or if you just happen to be fast forwarding to this point, you know right now this is where we're going to start. All right, so today let's talk about: are you communicating through email? Okay, are you emailing folks? Now, yesterday we went over talking about funnels, the importance of funnels, and how funnel can actually help you stay in constant communication with your prospects because you gather emails. Now, a lot of people wonder, what's the point in gathering emails? And yesterday we spoke a little bit on that. I didn't go into too much details as far as what's the point of gathering emails, but the point of gathering emails, number one, a lot of people, how many people do you know, complete strangers, will actually give you their phone number? More than likely, a lot of times, not all of them will. But if you said, okay, I'd like to keep in communication with you, and let's do this, I don't have to call you every other day, but how about you give me your email? That way you have access. You can check it without me getting on your nerve and all that kind of stuff, or anyone getting on your nerve. And you have a way to be able to continue to put what you have in front of people through email. Now, I want you to think about this. People still are wondering, okay, yeah, every now and then, okay, I can see you getting emails, but I still don't get the point. I want to put something in front of you. And I hope you didn't miss this. So I spoke a little bit about this, me and my guy, Andy. If you don't know Andy, if you don't know, head over to somethingwithandy.com. That's my guy right there. I love the mess out of that dude. His passion to be able to help people grow their business, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you head over there. If you hadn't seen his lives, he's got some great value to provide. Make sure you check him out. But we were on a webinar this past Monday, and I spoke a little bit on that, and I talked to you. If you think about this, think for a second. Every single thing that you do. All right, now if this is some valuable information, gotta know Andy, absolutely. If this is some valuable information, there's a share button down at the bottom. Oh man, that was probably a 67 SS Camaro just passed me. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Anyways, sorry, a little sidetrack. I love cars. But if you think about this, anytime you sign up for anything, what do people ask you for? What do people ask you for? And I want you to think about this. If you happen to hear you viewing this thing, put it in the comments if you think. If you sign up for a Facebook account, what do they require you to have? You can put in a fake name, but you're going to have to put in an email where you can go back and confirm it, right? If you got an Instagram, if you got a LinkedIn, if you got a Twitter, if you got a Pinterest, I don't care, whatever it is that you sign up for, they require a what? Email. Even if you're signing up for some stores list to be able, why? So they can keep in constant communication with you. I don't care what you sign up for nowadays. A lot of times they don't require you to give their phone number, but they require you. If you don't put in an email or a valid email, you don't have access to the value that they want to give you, the platform, do you? So think about that, okay? A lot of people say it's pointless to be able to do it. I don't see the point, but think about how everything is turning into your email being able to stay in front of people. Now, when you have an offer, say for instance, you sign up for an offer, like sign up for our newsletter. If you think about different stores, sign up for our newsletter and get 10% off your next purchase. What does that do? Hey, a lot of times people will sit there and sign up at the register just to use that 10% right then. It's happened. My wife does it all the time. I tell her, quit signing up for stuff. And a lot of people make emails specifically for junk. They don't even go back and check the email, but they make them specifically just for junk, just so they can get access to whatever deal that they have. Well, that's the point of putting your email. That's the point of gathering emails, even for your business opportunity. Okay. So if you gather emails, if you're able to gather emails, you're constantly able to put what you have to offer in front of people. Now, here's the important part. A lot of people kind of over abuse, not just abuse, over abuse the point of getting someone's email. What do I mean by over abuse? If I get an email once, great. If I get an email twice, kind of okay. It's almost like a bill collector. You don't want to be that email. You don't want to be that person that sends emails like they're a bill collector. Oh, you didn't answer my email? Oh, did you get this email? Oh, you don't want to send somebody 5 or 6 emails in a day. I don't care what event, what special thing you've got going on. That's a great way for someone to actually unsubscribe from your list, which is actually a huge fear of people. Why do you fear people unsubscribing from your list? A lot of times if they unsubscribe, and this is kind of a side note, if they unsubscribe, they're not meant to be on your list. If you get a lot of people unsubscribing, kind of evaluate what it is that you're doing or that you may be doing, or the message that you may be putting out that's causing people to actually leave your newsletter. Okay. All right, back on track. So that was just a side note for you. The important thing is, like I said, you're constantly able to keep your offer in front of folks. Now, people overabuse it because they send a plethora of emails. And a lot of times, one, the emails that you send have nothing to do with why that person hopped on your list. One of the number one things a lot of people sign up, a lot of people end up opting out for. Important thing to have. Make sure the emails that you send a specific list. If someone goes through that funnel that we talked about yesterday, and perhaps you were speaking on that special funnel. What's going on, Jason? Appreciate it. Long time no see, man. Appreciate you hopping in here. Someone goes through that funnel to see something, and I always use this as an example. Fitness, perhaps. Perhaps you had an offer for something fitness. You created a funnel, and they enter their email. Why would your emails that you send them have something to do with starting a business that had nothing to do with fitness? Or if you talked about hair and scalp products, you get what I'm saying? Or if you just wanted to talk about and just kind of rant about something that happened at work. Whatever it may be, make sure your emails that you're sending out are congruent with the offer of why people opted in. Number one reason people get emails that have nothing to do. It's kind of like, have you ever gone on to YouTube and seen, did a search for something? Perhaps you were looking for something in particular, and when you clicked it, it led to something else that had nothing to do with that. And you was just like, what is this? What's the point of me clicking this? That's exactly what happened with your email. One of the number one reasons your offer, whatever you're emailing, is not congruent with what it is to why they opted in. Number two, one of the more important things, like I said, okay, you do not want, okay, to sound pitchy in every email that you send. Join this, buy this, purchase this, look at this, go here and get, here's this. If every email that you get from a particular person, think about how you feel. Okay, put this in the first perspective. If think about how you feel if every time you got an email for somebody, they were trying to sell you something. Kind of annoying, right? It's like that person that's standing over you, tapping over your shoulder. Hey, Lyndon. Hey, Lyndon. Hey, Lyndon. That gets annoying. You just like, okay, stop. Okay. You know what? Boom. I'm subscribing. I'm out. Do not send every email with an offer for someone to be able to join a business, buy a product, get a discount. So you want to keep in constant communication. Another thing, all right, if this is some value for you, there's a share button that you can hit down there so other people can see this, all right? Share this thing out. I want a lot of people to be able to get this because a lot of people abuse the fact that they got in someone's email, and they really abuse it because they're really looking for somebody else to join their business or buy their product. These are a couple of things that you do not want to do when you gather those emails. Okay, number three. Okay, number one, make sure whatever your email is congruent to what why they opted in. Number two, don't try to sound pitchy or sales in every single email. And number three, anybody know what number three is? Anybody? Type it in the comments if you can take a guess at one more no-no about emailing. I'll give you about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. You better type faster if you're typing. 5, 4, 3. No, I'm just kidding. I can do that all day. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, a number 3 reason. A third reason why. Third reason no about email marketing. Number 1, like I go over this again. Number 1, not congruent. Number 2, you sounding pitchy in every single one. No more negative comments. No more negative comments. Of course, that's negativity. You don't want to send that out. Number 3, man, I kind of lost my thought. I should have wrote that down. I had them on my head. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm going to remember. Okay, I'll come back to it if I remember. Anyway, so very important for email marketing. Okay, you keep yourself in front of people. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Or I'll just do another live later. Sorry, it happens. Hey, it is what it is. But you get to see it live. That lets you know this stuff isn't staged. Of course, sometimes I write stuff down, sometimes I don't. But this one I didn't because I thought I remember. But anyways, do not try to sound pitchy. Do not offer things that have nothing to do with your offer, okay? Still didn't come back. All right, but appreciate you all having it. Today we want to talk about, like I said, email, the importance of emailing, okay? So you keep your offer in front of people. Why would you not want to keep your offer in front of people? A lot of people still don't see the point of email marketing. Like I said, even though everything that you do requires your email, if you're able to keep constant communication, for say for instance, you build a list up to, like I said, 1,000 people. I'll always give an example so you can kind of put things into perspective. You build an email list of 1,000 people. Okay, not every email that you send out is going to get open. Okay, there is something they call an open rate. Not every email, when the people open it, is going to get read. A lot of times it go to trash. A lot of times it goes to spam. A lot of times it's bounced back because you got a bad email from somebody. But not every email that's open, if you have something that you do have to offer, is somebody's going to click. So if somebody opens an email and you have something offered inside, not everybody's going to click to find out what their offer may be. Depends on what they're looking for. It depends on when you email. That was another thing. There's also a great thing that you want to do. Don't send emails at all times of the night. Let me say that. And that's kind of coming from a personal standpoint. I get emails all the time. And it's kind of a test. It's kind of a test. And if you're in US, you can kind of determine US time. If it's overseas, a little bit tougher. But these were actually US emails that I was getting. Don't email people. You wouldn't email people just like you wouldn't call people. Would you call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning? No. Don't email them at 3 o'clock in the morning. Watch your times. There are certain things that you could do to make the, I got to talking about open rate. Certain things that you can do to begin to have better open rates on those emails that you gather. Okay. Test the times that you send them out. You could test them. I tested a couple of times, send them out early in the morning, as soon as 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I am too when I get home. Well, actually, I'm baking a turkey, but happy Thanksgiving to you. Okay. One thing you can do, like I said, send them out early in the morning. You can test send them out in the afternoon, or you could test send them out at night. A lot of times what you could do, like I said, schedule those each time and pay attention within a week or 2 week period. Do a specific, if you really want to learn how to track this, you really want to pay attention, make it easy on you. Perhaps set them up on each day, Monday. And because there are ways that you can actually set your emails up. Perhaps Monday you do early morning. Perhaps Tuesday you do mid-morning. Perhaps Wednesday you do noon. Perhaps Thursday you do afternoon. And perhaps Friday you do night. Okay, and test those and begin to track which ones have better open rates. When I set something in 9, because if you think about it, if you put it in there at 9, a lot of times, if you got a lot of things that people opted in for, they're getting a lot of other emails. So if they open up and they're scrolling, you in there with a lot of folks, so you may get ignored. You put it in there at noon, you may have a better chance of getting open. Just saying. Somebody may scroll to there midday and see something like that and be like, okay, let me find out about it. Or if you put it in at night, a lot of times, depending on what time, afternoon or night, something like that, afternoon or evening, let me say that. Afternoon or evening, when people actually open up your emails, because they've come to the point where they're done with their day and they're sitting down on the couch or at their computer or whatever, and they see your notification that was recently sent. So you test out different times to find out when is the best time to actually send your email. Okay, and now Mr. Jason mentioned a very important one as well. Okay, now these are on the to-do list. Become very, very creative when sending your emails, as well as creating your emails. Okay, now I won't go into too deep with this, because we're going to talk a little bit tomorrow about copy, as I spoke on yesterday. the importance of what you're putting in your emails. Okay. You want to make sure that you put something. Let me ask you a question. Another question. Would you open my email and say, hey, look at this? It's kind of boring. You might open it, you might not. But if I sent you an email that possibly had an emoji or something like that, something that grabbed your attention, perhaps a caps, uppercase and lowercase letters and stuff like that, or whatever, something, a phrase that's even a phrase that was funny. If I sent you an email, Peter Piper picked a pepper in this email, and I don't care, just something silly that kind of didn't make sense but made you look like, what is this about? You become creative. Great job. Great comment, Mr. Jason. I appreciate that. You become creative in how you send your emails and what you're saying and the way you structure your emails. You get a lot more people looking forward to your emails. Okay. Looking forward. Notice I said looking forward, which means now you begin to get on their radar of they're looking for your emails. Eventually, when you do send your emails, they're going to see something they like and perhaps purchase or join you, whatever else you want to offer. But when you become creative with your emails and make them interesting, people want to actually open your emails. So you want to get creative with how you develop your emails. Okay. Now, I won't go too long. I want to talk to you about email marketing. The importance. First, you create a funnel, which leads to gathering information, which allows you to keep whatever it is that you have to offer in front of the people that give you their emails, or their names or phone numbers, whatever it is, throughout that funnel. Now you got emails, but the most important thing is how you communicate with them regularly. Tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving to you all. If you hop on here, it'll still be Tips at 2 with Lyndon. I plan on being Tips at 2 with Lyndon. I know most of the time our dinner normally starts at noon to 2, so we'll see. But I'll keep you updated. But tomorrow we're going to talk about copy. Okay, tomorrow we'll be talking about copy, and copy is as I told someone else, copy is putting your offer or information in front of people in the most attractive way that makes them want to look at what you're saying. Okay, it is putting your words, putting your content in a creative manner, attractive manner that makes people want to see what it is that you have to offer. All right. So tomorrow we're going to speak a little bit about copy, how you can create better copy and how you can get better results from it. All right. So y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. I appreciate you hopping in here. If this was a value, like, comment, hit the smile, emoji smile and stuff like that. Share this thing out. And remember, you're gathering emails for a reason. You're not doing it just because. Don't sit there and grab somebody's email and don't do anything with them. Don't keep them. There'll be no point of that. You want to continue to keep your offers. What are some great things? Oh, that's what I was going to say. Okay. I'll say this one thing before I get out of here. People say, okay, I gather emails. If I'm not sending them my business opportunity or my product, what is the point of me gathering email? You send them valuable information, once again, that makes them want to look at your email. So once again, if somebody opted into a fitness funnel, and I've gathered their email, perhaps I can send a blog or articles that have valuable information about health and fitness, something they may or not have seen. Perhaps tips to do. Everybody knows if you're in the fitness, a lot of times you know several different exercises to do. Perhaps I have something that shows alternate ways to do one exercise or work a specific body part. Boom. You know what? He gives some great tips on knowing how to do this so I can start targeting muscles from different angles and stuff like that. I don't have to keep doing the same workout. Now they're looking forward to your emails. When you provide value and stuff like that, like, look, hey, I actually end up losing weight because I shifted this and twisted. I switched my workout to doing this instead of that or whatever. It becomes value information to make people like, look, maybe I can do something to tweak my workout and get better results as well. And at a time when you begin getting attention, then you can throw something else. Hey, I found a product that's actually pretty great that actually helped me lose a couple of more pounds on top of what I was doing when I switched up my workout. If you want to see it, check it out here. And guess what? Now somebody wants to see your product. Why? Because the first couple of emails that you sent were actually of value. Then all of a sudden you sent them something that may help them get better results as well. You get what I'm saying? You don't throw sales out there every time. You throw value. And then when you actually, it's almost like bait. When you throw value, and all of a sudden you throw an offer and somebody's like, okay, I like what he's been sending out. Let's see what this is about. You get what I'm saying? That was the last little bullet point I want to send to you. Make sure you're out there communicating with your list on a consistent basis. You don't have to get on their nerve, but keep in contact with them, even during Thanksgiving time and stuff like that. A lot of people think things are slow during the holidays. Says who? Trust me, People are out there purchasing and buying stuff during this time of the year all the time. This may be in your highest sales area. If you keep in constant communication, you could probably increase sales and profit and stuff like that. As long as you know how to market to your as long as you know how to market to your audience. That's what I was trying to say. All right, so there you go. Jab, 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 right hook. There it is. It's almost like you setting them up. Free value, 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 value offer. There it is. Eric said it. All right, so you have a blessed and wonderful day. I appreciate you hopping on here. If you like this tip, you enjoyed this, you can head over to my Facebook fan page. Like it if you find value in it. Facebook.com/LyndonBritt2. Lyndon Britt and the number 2. Add me on as a friend. Hit the like of the page. You can check out all the videos, cover several topics. You could also find free training over at successwithlyndon.com, as well as a few products if you're looking for anything that may be able to help you with social media growth and anything. And if you got questions or specific topics that you'd like me to cover, hit me up. Let me know. Send me a message. Type it in the comments, whatever it may be. And I look forward to communicating with you very soon. I'll make sure I respond back personally. I don't have an assistant just say, hey, get back with them for me. I'll do it personally. All right. So y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about copy. All right. Y'all have a blessed one.